All right, so this is the second episode in my Amazon FBA series. The first episode was just going on the setup of the legal stuff, all the bank account, credit card information, just stuff like that. The second episode just was going into like the building of the brand that I'm trying to create. So logos, custom packaging, talking to suppliers, and things like that. So that's going to be on my channel. You can go look for that if you want to see that. If you're not, if you haven't already watched those videos. So the third episode is going to go over the ordering process, making sure the packaging is correct, and just making sure everything is perfect and everything is going to work. So Amazon FBA. So this when you're talking to a supplier, so basically like I was up like 1:30 a.m. every day just because the time zone's very different from where I live. So that's just one thing they have to keep in mind. So when you're talking to suppliers, I like to make sure that I'm actually like being respectful of their time, because they are giving me because that's just the culture of business. We're in Asia, or in China. So supplier. So like if you are actually respectful and you appreciate like what they're doing for you, they'll actually be more like willing to work with you, which is a very good key. So make sure you're respectful of their time and like everything that they're doing for you. So the next thing was my packaging wasn't correct. So when I was, so I ordered custom packaging from a guy on Fiverr, and it was beautiful and everything was perfect. It was just not the correct sizing for the product I wanted to put in there. So this is just another key when you're being respectful for the supplier. They went ahead and actually updated the packaging for me so it would fit the items I'm ordering. So it just goes to show that when you're being respectful for your supplier, to your supplier, it's actually very beneficial for you in the long run. So number 3, so ordering. So when I was ordering it, this was a little confusing, and I spent a little while trying to figure out how to properly do it. I was confused, like, do I have to submit the order and do they have to review it? But it's pretty simple. So basically a lot of stuff happens after you experience it. So some of the stuff that I'm not saying might like throw you off or something like that. It's just the process of doing it, and you're gonna learn in the long run. So when you're ordering a product, they will confirm the order for you once everything is like snazzy, I guess you could say. So when I was ordering it, they had me do a 30% deposit, and we went through trade insurance, which is just a thing on Alibaba that allows both parties to be confident in their ordering. So 30% deposit, just so they know I'm gonna buy it, basically. So yeah, so basically, and the other thing was when you're ordering, and I went through EXW, I think it's called. So there's EXW and there's FOB, and these are just, they try to confuse you. No, but EXW just means that when the manufacturer is done manufacturing the product, the buyer is 100% responsible for the shipment of the product to the designated destination. So basically what you have to do, and FOB just means like the supplier will, it's like free on board, so the supplier will actually get someone to get it to the like the airport or the like whatever. So they get it to there, and then you're responsible for it and the rest of the way. So I guess EXW's kind of better. It's just you have to make sure you have to hire a third party to actually ship it. So basically what you have to do is there's a website called Flexport, and you have to sign up with them, and then an agent from their company will come and pick it up and then ship it to your destination. So basically this process was a little tricky to understand, but you have to there's a bunch of different ways to hire. There's like people who do it just like as their job, but like I wanted to go through someone that's actually more like reputable company like that. So I went through Flexport, and I'm currently setting up my account with them. And make sure when you're setting up your account, you do 200 kilograms, I think. So basically it has to be like 500 pounds or more. I don't do the metric system. I live in the States, so it's just something I have to deal with. So basically it has to be like for them to be willing to actually ship it, it has to be more than 200 kilograms. So 500 pounds. So that's supposed to be more. That's not 2,500. So greater than 500 pounds. So my order ended up to be like 550 pounds, which is crazy. That's a lot of weight. So yeah, so that was that. So that ended up to be like, that's probably gonna be like $500 or something similar to that. And then you have to count that into your margins and things like that. So I can tell you that my product, the cost of it is gonna be $4.50, 51 cents. And then adding in the shipping, it would be, so 500 divided by 250 is my units. Oops. Which would be 2. So with the shipping cost, it's going to be $6.51 plus Amazon's fee, which is going to be like $4, and I'm just like estimating that higher just so I'm in the clear. So $4, so that will be $10, and I will be selling it for lower. And then once I start getting reviews and building that up and doing giveaways for my products, just to get more reviews and to get ranked on Amazon site. So once then, I'm gonna start selling them at so starting off $15 or $14.97 just to be kind of cool, and then I kind of want to get up to like $16.97, and that means I'm getting about $5 profit, which is pretty good for my first product. And then as you start getting more products and things like that, you can see where it starts adding up. And then $5 for a product is like, if you're getting 10 sales a day, that's $50 a day. So it's not bad. It's just you have to get more products and things like that. Like, you're not going to make $10,000 your first month if you're only ordering 250 units. Like, that's not very that's not a good estimation that you're doing. So you got to make sure that you're actually like understanding the cost of it. And then like for advertising and things like that, so I might only make like $3 per unit or $2, but it's still profitable. And then as I build up my ratings for the product, as I like update the product with the supplier, then we can start increasing the margins from there. So that's just something that you have to make sure you understand, like your margins and so on and so forth. So that's just the thing that you have to make sure you understand. So basically just going over this again. So this week I ordered the deposit for the product, so they are having a holiday through September 28th through I think the 6th of October. So once the 6th happens, they'll start on the order. I'll fulfill the full payment of that, and then I will get my sample, because I ordered a sample, and that's going to be pretty cool. So I can actually do photography for the product. So I actually have a way to differentiate myself from the competition. So that's going to be pretty cool, because I got a snazzy camera over there. So that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm going to just give you a little insight. So I'm going to do the photography of the product, and then I'm going to do a little video for the product, and then I'm going to actually put that on Facebook and test ads. I'm gonna like split test Facebook ads compared to Amazon's PPC, and I'm also gonna do PPC, probably like $1 probably for each click, just so I'm a little above the competition. And what you want to do is you want to do automated keywords. And then once you do automated keywords, you're going to gather all the data from that, and you're going to see the highest clicks for each keyword. Then you can use an manual keyword advertisement, and then that's going to be pretty cool. So once you do the automated, then you do manual, and you use the ones from the automated that had the highest reach, and then it just goes on from there. So that's basically, it's kind of like mumbo jumbo, I guess, but at least I'm doing something, you know? So going over it again. So this episode was going over just making sure, like, there's a lot of things I had to correct with my packaging. When you're ordering something, that you have to know, when you have a product on Amazon, you have to make sure that your product has made in China in the packaging, and also that you have the UPC code on the packaging. And I had that put in for my designer, so I don't have to like have the supplier do it or like stick it on and stuff like that. That's just some other things. So packaging, I had to update the ordering. I did EXW, just meaning I have to actually do it, and then I had to create an account on Flexport, and then you actually have to buy a customs bond for $350 to be able to import products from China to America. And yeah, so that's just something else that you have to do. Anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's it. Yeah, so the next episode is gonna be the listing, the sample product, and some other fun stuff like keywords I'm going to be using, some fun stuff. So yeah, so basically that's it. That's all I did for today. And yeah, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. So this is just a little update in my Amazon series, my Amazon journey for my private label business on Amazon. It can get confusing. It can get kind of stressful, but once you learn it, you don't have to learn it again. It's not like it gets deleted from your memory or anything like that. So it's hard at the beginning, but it's going to get easier as you go on and you actually become an expert at it. So just like social media or anything that you do, working out, anything. That's why I'm wearing this. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, just drop it down. I know my videos aren't very in-depth. It's just going over what I'm doing. If you have any questions about like EXW, how to make a shipping plan on Amazon, anything that's confusing you. I know I was confused on like the shipment process, making sure like UPC codes, barcodes, EAN, all that fancy mumbo jumbo. Just shoot me a comment and I'll get back to you. There's a lot of people I can recommend to you that are actually more experienced than I am, that could answer your question more in-depthly. But yeah, that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed it, like it. If you loved it, just subscribe. And then just know, if you put in the action, if you put in the time, and you actually really want it, one day you will get it. If you actually put in the time and the action and you're grinding and you really want it, you can get it. So I'll leave you guys with that. Like I said, just comment below if you won't have any questions. But yeah, peace.